There is one woke hero that is trying to save America's constitutional democracy. That woke hero is a tiny-faced dipshit by the name of Charlie Kirk. That's right. We're going to take a look at Charlie Kirk's latest and greatest incredible idea. Please nuke Hoscord, Cena Fish, and Lachlan69. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Let's hear what that tiny-ass mouth came up with today. And I'm just going to let you know right now, it's pretty awesome. It's something that you could not have imagined.
New story out today shows that the U.S. Census Bureau, or the agency under the Secretary of Commerce, is debating whether or not to add a question to blacks of, are you a descendant of slaves? This is a precursor to reparations. And I am not a pessimist, but I want to be very clear that the pace that we're moving right now, you are going to live in a country where there is reparations.
Shocked. Wow. That would be devastating. I mean, oh my God. I like that he's not mentioning why it's bad because everyone in his audience already understands it. Like there's no argument that you need to make ever. That's, by the way, white supremacy is very pervasive in this country, and that's precisely what I fucking mean when I say this, okay? When I, on the other hand, have to make an argument as to why reparations are good, I have to do 11,000 qualifiers and explain to you exactly how we would pass it, why it should be passed, what the importance is, why we need economic restitution, but also how material equality for all people living on U.S. soil would actually make this country better. He can just say, reparations are coming, get fucking scared, and everyone's like, oh no, I get it. That is the difference between someone who looks at the current oppressive constructs and says, more please, versus someone who looks at the current oppressive constructs and says, I need to break this down, I need to explain it to you and explain to you why it's cruel and unusual. Okay? But fear not. Charlie does have a further argument. Let's take a look.
You're going to live in a country where white people are going to be forced to give money to black people for something you did not do, for something you are not connected to, just because you look like somebody who did something bad. So I have some very simple questions for the reparation crowd. Do white people get money because our ancestors, 600,000 of them, died in the Civil War so that blacks could be free? Do we get reparations for that? Number two, what if a child is half black or half white, or a person is half white or half black? Do they pay reparations to themselves? What about new blacks into the country? Nigerians, Haitians, people from Western...
Bro, he's saying blacks way too comfortably, okay? I can't be alone in this. Like, he just keeps saying it in the hardest way you could be saying it. The fuck is new blacks, bro? Just say African descendants of slaves versus new immigrants coming from Africa. Like, it's, anyway, that's weird for me to, I guess, focus on. But, you know, you could say black people, like, that's one thing you could say. Let's continue.
In Africa that have immigrated in that last 20 or 30 years. They have to they have to pay reparations to other blacks that claim to be oppressed because their ancestors were slaves. How does one prove that they're descendants of slaves? So let me get this straight. It is evil and racist to ask a black to go show ID when you vote.
Bro, okay, just say the M word at that point. I mean, come on. It's just say it. Like, holy shit, dude. I mean, he said ask a black. Like, at that point, it's like you're literally just saying the word without actually saying it because you're a pussy. Like, let it out, dude. Let your nuts hang, dude. Come on.
But somehow you're going to be able to have a black show all of the paperwork that they're the
like, at that point, it doesn't make sense. Okay, dude. I mean, it literally doesn't make sense from a sentence construction standpoint. Come on now. What the fuck? He's like purposely fucking ruining his own like conversational skills to just like hit it with the hard beat. It just comes across as weird, brother. Like, that's not how humans speak or understand one another. When you are doing the most in the way that you're doing it, it just comes across weird. He's trying to start us to dehumanize to the point where it sounds unnatural. Yeah, like you're coming across like a fucking weirdo.
Descendant of slaves.
Oh. Anyway. The argument that he said was like, be terrified, reparations are happening, never talks about why that's bad, immediately moves on to how would we even get it started? I mean, and then talks about how difficult it would be. Notice, he never brought up why it's a bad thing. Okay? Said, why no reparations for white people? Why no reparations for white people? Like, 600,000 white people died to free you. Like, he basically said, like, you're ungrateful if you're a black person. Like, okay, but it was the white people that also enslaved the black people. Like, what fucking take is this, dumbass? Also, we live in a country where reparations did happen, okay? It was given to white slave owners for, forcibly freeing what they considered an asset up until that moment. He counted both sides of the Civil War there. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Wait, really? I don't know enough about Civil War history, like numbers wise. Did he actually fucking say 600,000 people died freeing slaves? And it's like, oh my God, that's such a good fucking catch. Oh my God. He said like 600,000 people died freeing slaves, so like Confederates. Man, this country's so broken, dude. Fuck this shit. Anyway, that's all you need to do is subscribe, obviously.